The current podcast is sponsored by New Life Barber Lounge. New Life is not another barbershop. This is a place where you will find great energy and a friend in the New Life crew. This is a place all about the experience. They will take care of you and have you looking spectacular. Don't waste your time at any other place. Go right now and follow them on Instagram at New Life Barbers and get yourself looking spectacular.
Welcome to the current podcast. This is another episode of Sports Wave Monday. How you guys doing today?
Real good, what's good?
Man, we posted,
man.
bro. We posted.
This is your producer, Byron. We got Mauricio alongside, like always, man, holding it down. We also got the guys on the other side. To start off with Enzo, our host. How you doing, bro? Happy Father's Day to you, by the way, too.
Hey, bro, that's crazy, huh?
Host. Yeah, man.
Host.
And then the co-host, Manny.
It's good. He's like, we got Enzo or host.
Oh,
No, I said our host.
I said our host, bro.
All right.
I'm trying to talk with my chest more, bro. My bad.
I heard it as or host.
It was the host.
Z host. I'm
Nah,
gonna say
man.
Z next time.
Anywho, yeah,
man.
Father's Day was all right. But shout out to all the fathers out there. Shout out to Steph Curry winning went on right before Father's Day.
Facts.
Must feel good, you know. That's kind of like I feel like Game 6s and 7s are very iconic on Father's Day weekend, you know. So bummer we didn't get one. But how you doing, my co-host?
I'm doing well, dude.
Yeah,
I took my dad to eat at Lala's.
Nice. Where's that at?
That's in Studio City on Ventura. It's an Argentinian grill.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I bought New York steak. I bought him filet mignon, and I bought him lomo. Yeah, which was like meat. Here you go, man. Eat all the meat you want.
Sick.
Yeah,
That's
that's what you
dope,
gotta
bro.
do when you go to an Argentinian place, dude. That one's good. I recommend that if you guys want to go there to
I
Lala's.
ain't never had that, dog.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I'm with it.
Yeah, it's in
Gotta
front.
go.
It's
Is
right
it like
there.
buffet style where you pay just for the person type of shit?
Nah, this is not buffet style. This is per plate. Like you can get an individual plate if you want to, and it brings like 2 entrees. So like it's the meat and then 2 entrees,
Got it.
and you get to choose. Like they have like the options, or you can get like there's like combinations where it's like for 2 or 3 people. Yeah, so it all depends on what you want to do.
Man, but
Yeah,
Because I've
Just
heard
to-
of Brazilian steakhouses where it's like you pay per person.
yeah,
type
that's
of
like
shit.
cravings.
Cravings.
You know,
Cravings is like that.
you know
Yeah,
what's crazy about you guys talking about Brazilian and Argentina right now?
yeah.
Last night I was watching a documentary on Diego Maradona.
Diego Maradona. Huh?
And, you know, his...
Which one? The HBO one?
I seen that already.
I've seen that
and
one,
I
yeah.
rewatched it. I started watching that one a couple of days ago at the shop, so I finished that. But then I watched another one on YouTube,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then you know how they give you
Because each
shares?
documentary gives you different perspectives and
right,
different
and there's
things.
different times that it was made into. So that
Yeah.
the HBO Max is the newest one.
Yeah, I think that was 2019.
Yeah, something like
Because it
that.
came out when he was still alive.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So it ended on a positive note, and
Yeah.
then, like obviously we know his life didn't end like that. So I saw like one that was like a YouTube one that like spun it out to all the way to his demise, and then I saw a shared one that was about on Ronaldinho and how it said that this guy potentially could have been one of the greatest ever if he just
Yeah,
would've-
if he focused on his craft.
right,
Yeah.
and he just
Because
like,
he's known for being a partier and he's known for like always sleeping with a lot of
and
women.
he had like there was supposedly he was in a band in Barcelona, and that he would wear a mask to disguise himself and to play in the band at night.
Yeah.
And that was part of his like party.
The other thing
scene.
too is that it was a lot of teams didn't want him because he wasn't good looking.
Really?
Yeah. Like that was because it's like at the same time, like, yeah, he's very
It's
talented.
Europe, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, you're very talented, but looks matter at the end of the day because it's all about branding.
Right.
You know,
It's
and
a trip that you guys are talking about.
Ronaldinho, like, for that time, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, now in today's time, they could have fixed all those features.
Or his teeth. For
Yeah,
sure,
his
yeah.
feet, his
he got his
teeth and
teeth
all that.
fixed now. You
Yeah,
could
but
tell.
like, you know what I mean, though.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right.
he's not the like good-looking dude,
the
but
good-
it's like his talent is what trumps that. You know, like,
I
he's-
mean, even like that's what I'm saying. Like most guys in the
if
NBA,
you look at Ronaldo, like Ronaldo, if you look at him when he's 17 years old on Manchester United,
Bro,
like
yeah.
he's not good looking.
Look
He's
at-
good
look-
looking now.
Look at Tom Brady, bro. When he got drafted into the NFL, he was like, "Who is this dude? Look like a nobody."
money changes.
But man, on another
Yeah.
note, bro, we got the Waves. You know what I'm saying? And the
Alright,
Dodgers beat the Angels in the Freeway Series. Bro.
Yeah, twice.
You guys actually got to see.
Yeah,
one
we
of
got
those
to see the
games,
first
right?
one. They beat 2-0. It was actually kind of scary because at the bottom,
Was it scary?
Yeah, at the bottom of the
It was
nine.
scary. No, just kidding.
Nah, there was nothing like that. Nothing
That's why I ain't
dramatic.
going no Dodger games because shit gets scary,
Nah, bro.
And
You'll
try
be
and get-
safe, bro. If you would have been with us, you would have been safe. Bottom of the ninth, the pitcher allowed the bases to get loaded, and there was a possibility for a grand slam, and I was like, no. And then
We stopped it.
during that same moment, there was a dangerous play that happened where Mike Trout, he batted and he broke his bat. And when he broke his bat, the top part of the bat hit the ump right through the mask guard, bro.
You're lying.
Nah.
Did it make him
The
bleed?
paramedics had to come in and help him because he was bleeding from his mouth.
Why? So
Yeah.
it actually hit him.
Yeah, it hit him, bro. It went through the mask, bro.
Shit.
Like
really,
the,
Mauricio? What the hell?
yeah.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, like he was bleeding, dude. They had to come in and like attend him, bro. They stopped the game.
But
Yeah.
ultimately the Dodgers won.
Yes, they won
Freeway
2-0.
Series.
Yeah, and then the next
that-
game they won it 4-1.
4-1,
Yeah,
yeah.
4-1.
Dope.
Yeah.
And then we still got Britney Griner that her detention got extended in Russia, right? And
Detention, yeah.
that kind of sucks, bro.
It
'cause
is.
Nobody's making noise for her as far as the United States.
Well,
government.
I'm sure someone's making noise. I just probably not getting the attention that another player would get, But I'm pretty sure there is people out there who are making noise for her and are trying to help her get out of there.
Yeah, and it does suck, man, because it's like I'm not saying that if it was just like a no-name WNBA player, they shouldn't care, but it's just like she's also a face of the league, you could say. So the fact that they're also not doing something about it is just, it really does suck. But just to bring it back to the Dodgers, they did face the Guardians on Friday after that Freeway Series,
okay.
and they lost to them on that first game, and they lost to them yesterday. So they basically lost that series 2-1 against the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, no longer the Indians.
It's
weird.
weird.
It's
Yeah.
funny how
That
today,
hat-
Every time you hear the
SMH.
Guardians, I think of the Guardians of the
course,
Galaxy,
bro.
bro.
That hat is hard to find,
Yeah.
bro. I can't find that.
which in the Indians,
The Indian one, yeah. I told
I
you
want that hat.
it became a scarce, bro.
it's funny too because we're all wearing hats right now, like baseball hats. Enzo has the Blue Jays, Byron has the Orioles, and Mauricio has the Dodgers.
Third person, huh? I
Yeah,
like
sure.
Mauricio.
So, yo, how do you guys feel about? I mean, I think this was gonna happen, yo. I saw this happening. I mean, do you guys want to hold up? Do we still want to talk about Brittany? You guys want to still cover
Nah,
that
keep
a little
going, bro.
What were you
We
gonna say?
moved on, bro. We're already 2
he's like,
stories
who-
ahead.
bit? Bro, it's
Yeah.
kind of wild how like
Mm.
I saw this coming, but I didn't see it coming in the way that it happened. Like Vince McMahon, bro. I saw
Oh,
him
yeah.
being that type of dude where
But he's in Miami, bro. What you expect?
I can see him paying for some ass like shut up money.
bro.
But bro, why would you wire it? Like I would have paid fuck, bro.
yeah,
I ain't
there's
gonna-
ways to get around.
You know what
it,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Because it's like
legal ways to get around it, not directly from your company.
you don't have to go for the company money,
Yeah,
bro. And
yeah.
then to me it's like
Like you could have paid yourself.
what did you do?
And
Because
then
if it's 3M's, you must have done something.
The crazy thing
or
though,
was
too,
she blackmailing him to be like, if you don't give me this, I'm gonna fuck
you know what's crazy though, Enzo?
yeah.
The moment this comes out, Vince McMahon's gonna be on SmackDown this week.
Really?
Vince McMahon just made a surprise meeting on Raw right now, on Monday Night Raw.
Interesting.
It's also if any remember I mean publicity is
Yeah,
good
good
publicity,
publicity, yeah.
no
For
matter what it
sure.
is. So
But
it's
he's
like,
also stepping down, though.
But think about how many
Yeah.
viewers are
Yeah.
watching these episodes right now.
Yeah. This is the
Because
thing
of
that has
this
me
scandal.
worried
People
because-
that like
Yeah.
our generation that grew up on
For
this
sure,
shit
but
and all
the
that.
thing that has me worried about it is how like because the board had to investigate this, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
from
Yeah, of course.
From that
because he's stepping
investigation,
down. Yeah.
that him stepping down came
Yeah.
about, and it's just interesting how like when it was totally his company, if this would have happened, hey, bro, he's good. This is his company. The fact that he went public and it's a publicly traded company now that there's a board
Yeah.
of
The treasurer is gonna question like, what are you
everything, bro.
doing?
Like not
Yeah.
the treasurer, the board, the CEO,
the people that
CFO,
hold like
like,
shares on
right,
it. Yeah.
like so it's kind of like, bruh, don't shit where you eat, man.
Yep. I've always
Nah.
yeah.
Do not shit where you eat.
I've
man.
always said that. Dude. Like, yeah. Never, man. Yeah, risky business.
Today he on Raw he came out and was talking about how today was the 1517th edition of Raw, which makes it the longest running episodic television to date, 30 years running. And he said one man was on top of for two-thirds of that time, and he mentioned John Cena and was just basically praising John Cena for everything he does for WWE and all that stuff. And then on Friday when it was SmackDown, he kind of just came in, and the quote that I have here is he said, "Then, now, and forever, and most importantly, we're together," he said. He then wrapped it up and just said, "Welcome to SmackDown," and tossed the mic and exited the ring.
So he's just doing quick appearances.
Yeah, like little things and stuff. But still, at the same time,
I feel
it's
like that might be just him garnering the public's affection because that's his company. He built it. You know what I'm saying? And who's gonna support him more
Then
than the
again,
people?
bro, he's in Miami. What guy in Miami doesn't have a baddie on the side?
That's just sad.
I haven't heard of any like rich guy in Miami who
and
doesn't
his
have
daughter's
something in
taking over
there,
right now
bro.
as the interim chairwoman of
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So yeah, it was allegations of a former employee he had an affair with. It was claimed that Vince raised the individual's salary during the time of the misconduct was going on, and then allegedly supplied hush money payments to her in an attempt to keep the situation quiet. The investigations has reportedly uncovered other non-disclosure agreements by former WWE employees claiming misconduct by not only McMahon but also head of talent relations John Laurinaitis. So just a
So
little more
they
detail.
opened the can of worms, and the
Yes.
can of worms is getting bigger.
Other people involved, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on there.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yup.
But man, just to shift it another way. I mean, bro,
Uh-huh.
this shit is kind of crazy, man. This next thing that's happening.
What's happening?
It's huge. 2026.
How
for us.
huge?
You don't think it's epic?
It's amazing.
I mean,
I'm gonna be with that like little blown emoji.
yeah,
gonna
having
be
a
with that-
World Cup city, having Los Angeles announced as a World Cup city.
Wow.
That's just
West
epic.
Coast
SoFi.
region, bro?
That's just epic, bro.
SoFi is hosting.
Hey, man, we gotta go to a game.
We gotta go, man. I don't know what games are gonna be there, but whatever.
For sure, it's
We're
gonna be a
catching
Mexico
a
game there.
Well, there probably has to be one, but I'm just like,
the thing is that we got to see how they're gonna break things down because I don't
Yeah.
know. They could also use this stadium just for like
Oh, the opener and the
Not even just
I
the
heard it is the opener and the closing ceremony though.
could be that.
LA.
LA, yeah.
Whoo.
It's the newest stadium, bro. It'd
Yeah.
make the most sense. I
Yeah.
mean, by then there might be another one, but for them to top SoFi Stadium is gonna be something else.
Who,
Say latest technology.
That's what I'm
has
there.
saying.
anybody
I don't-
broke
I don't
ground?
know.
No, I don't think anybody's broke down ground.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. From now till 2026, though, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's 4 years still.
Yeah, could be very possibly so.
Mhm.
But there's some other cities that got mentioned that we can bring up.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna be going to
Dallas?
Mexico as well.
Yeah, they're gonna play in Mexico. They're also gonna play in Canada, because it's all three countries that they split the whole thing.
Right.
Canada,
It's the
U.S. and Mexico.
North American hip.
They're also hitting Florida. I believe they're also hitting Texas. I believe they're also. I don't know if it's New Jersey.
I'm about to bring up the
Around
list
there.
right now for you guys.
Yeah.
Right there. So in USA, they'll be going to Atlanta, which is Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They'll be
Yeah.
going to Boston, which is Gillette
Yeah. See
Stadium.
Boston. Yeah.
Dallas, AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
Houston, NRG Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium.
Mhm.
Miami, Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. Philadelphia, Lincoln
The
Financial
49ers
Field.
Stadium.
San Francisco, Levi Stadium. Seattle, Lumen Field. Then in
Mhm.
Canada, they'll be going to Toronto, Vancouver. Mexico, they'll be going to Guadalajara, Mexico, and Mexico City.
El Azteca, bro. One of the hardest
Monterrey.
stadiums, bro, because of the elevation.
I heard the
Oh.
nicest stadium right now is that Guadalajara Stadium, though.
Yeah.
I think it's the newest one that they
Yeah.
made.
Chivas one?
Uh-huh.
Arriba las Anywho,
Yeah, so I think that, I mean, they haven't broke it down so far, but
No, I don't think they're gonna.
opening ceremonies for sure should be in LA, bro. There's no other stadium on that list.
That's big enough.
That's not that it's big enough. It's just
That's-
spectacular enough, in my opinion, bro. Like,
That's not the latest.
I mean,
Nah, like, the only one
other
maybe
one
is-
would be Dallas.
yeah, maybe Dallas,
But
maybe
it's-
Atlanta, because Atlanta's pretty new as well.
You don't think Miami can pull it off?
Nah,
The Hard Rock?
SoFi is still a better stadium, in my opinion.
Mm.
So I think it's gonna be one of those.
I mean, I mean, it's
How it
crazy,
goes,
but
bro.
All I know is that that's bringing a lot of tourism.
Yeah. I mean,
And
look at that
more
stadium
traffic.
right there. That's 18. That's Dallas. That's Atlanta right there, my bad.
Yeah, it's Atlanta. Yeah. It's going to be more traffic.
So we'll see how that goes, y'all.
But
See how that
yo,
goes, y'all.
how'd you guys think like this fight night this weekend?
It was
It was a
I-
banger.
it was
I-
one for the
sure.
people.
I
It one
was
for the
just
people.
listening to your guys' text because I was out. And I didn't I was in table conversation with people, but I was seeing your guys' text when you guys were like, another KO and another KO. And I was like, damn, this seems really good.
Literally, there was only 4 decisions in the entire card.
You didn't watch
I
it?
know. I couldn't, man.
was
But I
4
was just seeing
decisions.
that you guys are like,
Nah.
KO,
It-
and then you guys are doing the gif from DJ Khaled. Another one. Another
it
one.
was vicious. It was vicious.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a lot of good and it was in Austin. It was with a live crowd. It wasn't in the UFC Apex, so that was one thing that I really
Here's something that someone brought up to me, which I found interesting, is that whenever they don't fight in Vegas, somehow the cards seem better.
it depends. We have some good cards in Vegas too. It just
Nah,
depends,
especially
bro.
for the fight nights, not the pay-per-views, for the fight nights.
What about it? What'd you say?
Like the fight nights when they're not in Vegas,
Uh-huh.
they like the fighters fight better for some reason.
Well, because you have a crowd, bro. They had
Yeah.
a crowd. Some of these guys were fighting in their hometown.
Mhm.
So like those factors are a big thing, bro. Like
this
they're
was, like-
fighting in a bigger
this was
octagon. They have
one of
they have
the
a better
This
walk-in.
was the highest UFC non-pay-per-view event at the door for the UFC.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
right now,
and this
bro,
fool was handing out 50K to I think
everybody,
fighter
bro.
got
There was
50K
only
that
4
night.
decisions in the whole fight, and then one of the decisions was this girl. What's her name?
But the way I see it is like it makes sense for him to break them off
Yeah.
when your box office is crazy.
Yeah,
like that.
you're making views.
Exactly
Because
like,
I'm pretty sure other people started viewing it and telling their friends like, "Bro, this card is getting good."
So Natalia Silva, she went to 3-round decision, but she was whipping the girl's ass the entire time, bro. Like, they were saying how coming into the fight, how she hadn't fought, I think, in a year or so.
yeah, like
And
almost
she was more of a grappler type of fighter. But in this one, bro, she was throwing vicious kicks, bro, having good striking, moving around the octagon the entire time. And she hurt her opponent, bro, and she just she got the unanimous decision. And at flyweight, bro, you give her a couple more fights, bro. You know what we just saw, what happened to Valentina. Like certain fighters, like these they're starting to catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was one that was really good. And then just in the rest of the preliminary card, man, it was just knockout after knockout. Starting off with Roman, I think he
that
got
spinning
the
elbow.
Yeah, he
bro.
got the elbow,
Yeah,
right?
that's the,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
he got the elbow.
I did see the highlight to that.
Oh my.
So
That and then he stayed frozen like it was like a Sub-Zero, like he froze him with the elbow, and then he still hit him a couple times, and then it was like when he was hitting him, he landed. It was like on like Mortal Kombat when your opponent lands and it just shatters into a million pieces.
yeah, that literally
wild,
was
bro.
way.
That was my depiction of it in live.
Get over here, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
I was like, sobándole el huevo, no, hombre.
Oh man.
But you know what sucked, bro? That the gatekeeper couldn't get his last farewell fight.
Cater?
No.
hell nah.
Before we get there though, let's
What do you mean? That's like right
Oh,
out.
Cerrone.
yeah,
Cerrone. Cerote.
I mean, you just put it in that order. I'm just going out.
Yeah.
Now we haven't even talked about Ricardo Ramos. What you talking about?
I mean, like I said, just look at the order you put.
Ricardo Ramos, that was a sick fight, bro. He has there's 5 spinning elbows in the UFC, and we usually don't go over the main event though first though, bro. We break it down.
Hey, bro, sounds like any butthurt. Explain Ramos, bro.
You put it like that.
Out
It's
of
going
out
out
of
late.
5 spinning elbows, bro, he has 2 of them knockouts. They were freaking that shit was
Both
crazy.
vicious.
It was really good, bro. And
With the highlights, put some highlights from Manny.
he
No,
went up-
I saw the highlights of that.
He was
Yeah.
moving up
That
to
was on Twitter.
145 as well. And then now he has 2 of those spinning knockouts, bro. And then it's crazy because he was fighting at
I think it's
135.
like 10. There's only been 10
5 of
knockouts
them.
like that.
5 of them.
Nah, bro. I think I see this out.
5 of them.
Sure.
I was watching
Hey,
the
bro,
fight and they were
he's
talking about it.
Either 9 or 10.
Remember
I heard.
who he is, bro. When we're talking about the subject,
I mean,
Exactly.
remember who he
said
is,
He also
bro.
said he was a UFC athlete, and he's not.
Exactly.
So,
More of a UFC athlete than you are.
oh sure, buddy. Sign up to the gym, and I'll believe that once you're at the gym.
Bro, let's roll right now, dog. I'll show you what I got, dog. I'll show you what I got.
clear the table.
I'll show you what I got.
And then after that, we'll go to basketball court. We'll see what I got.
But that's not UFC though, bro. I ain't claim to be no basketball athlete.
I ain't claiming to be a UFC athlete, so why would I
I'm
roll
just
with
saying
you?
I'm more than one than you are. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not claiming to be one.
I'm just saying I'm more than one than you are. You saying I'm
What
not
are
one?
you, but what am I?
Exactly. Now you catching my now you speaking
Shut
my
the
language.
fuck up, bro. Fix your list.
Fix your list.
I'm fucking with you.
F your couch. F your couch.
Fuck your couch.
but-
Aubrey, fuck your couch.
One dude,
That shit was funny,
that shit was
bro.
funny
That
as
shit
fuck.
was-
One
you said
that's
that
not
too,
on
but
the-
shit was like,
That's
fuck
not
your
on this
couch.
card though, or on that list that I could say was this dude Adrian Yanez. His knockout was really nice, and the whole lead up to that fight, this
Trying to
guy
remember which
Tony
one that
Kelly
was.
was talking smack about Austin and talking about smack about Texas and all that stuff, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
that-
like they
that
had an
fight was a
intense
good fight.
face off and everything. Yeah, and he really took that to heart, and he went out there and he
Really proved that
not-
Texas
really
is
proved it.
Texas is not to mess with.
Not to mess with, bro, and that shit was a good one. I want to see if I can bring that up because if you guys didn't see that one,
I needed to be
Refreshed. He needs to see that imagery of brutality so that he can remember which one this was.
Yeah, let me bring that
Do you have it up there, sir, for us
this
to
is
enjoy?
don't
Yeah, I did see this face off on IG.
That was a face off. That was
Yeah,
him
this
talking
one I
off a
did
lot,
see.
talking a lot of shit right there.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the knockout, sir. All right, let's see.
He already knocked him out right there.
Ooh. Right, he just
He was
followed
already
up.
fucked up right there. He was
He's
already
Followed
done. He was
up,
done,
bro. He just followed up.
Oh, he
The ref had to push him
the
on.
ref?
The ref's leg hits his that guy Kelly's like temple or
Yeah,
it's just-
he flipped him off because he flipped him off before the fight as well. And there was this one fighter too, Phil Hawes, that he fought Darren Wynn, and Darren Wynn is DC's teammate at AKA. And after the fight, like we didn't, I tried to look for it, but I guess we didn't get it like on the broadcast. And it was basically the guy telling him like, I beat your teammate and I want to fight you. This and that. Let's fight. And then DC's like, bro, you just see what happened. Why would I want to fight you? Like, I'm retired. I'm done. And then like DC at some point was like, don't be disrespecting me and all this shit and whatnot. And then like Herb Dean had to get in the middle of him. But that guy had knocked the shit out of Darren Wynn too. So that was, I'm telling you, these fights this weekend, I could have made the list a lot longer.
This guy just followed up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't allow his opponent to just stand there dazed.
Yeah.
He followed up.
And then we also had this guy, Tim Means versus Kevin Holland. And I told you guys this was going to be a good fight. And Kevin Holland got it done very early in the first round, I think it was. Second, he finished him via Darce choke.
That shit
And,
was crazy.
and I think that it was...
Wow, that's how
I
good
think
his ground game
I
is
think he could
now?
have finished him just via punches, bro. But I think he wanted to be like, let me get a submission
Got-
on my belt.
Dude,
So I
ground
can
game.
shoot- so
So
I can
now
show
it's
people what
showing
I-
that
Mhm.
he's got his ground game.
Yeah.
Could have been that. I mean,
And Joaquin Buckley also got the victory, and that was by a doctor stoppage. He fucked the shit up out of that guy's eye,
yeah.
and it was purple and bulging out. It was disgusting. And so Joaquin
That's the one
Buckley,
the doctor had to stop, right?
yeah. And Joaquin Buckley got one of the most viral knockouts. I think it was in 2021 or 2020.
He caught his opponent catches a leg and then he jumps and kicks
Spins around. That was one of the craziest ones I've seen for sure. And he's also one that recently called out Darren Till. Remember that video came out? He came up to when Darren Till was with Kamzat. He was like, you're at. I think he told me he's at a different weight class. He's like, I'm talking to Darren Till right here. And he was like, hey, I'll fight you right now. But yeah, like you said earlier, we didn't get the co-main event that we were supposed to get. And that shit hurt my feelings.
Wow.
And it sucks.
He showed
because
up.
He showed up. He weighed in, and that's one thing that I was going back and forth with someone on IG.
You think that dude did it because he did it to him the first time?
No, I don't think so. I think shit like this happens. There was one time where I mean, this one was a different
Or
situation,
is it they
but
just didn't want to fight each other?
Someone put that out. So there was the comments that when this thing came out, and I like commented on it, was shaking my head. And then but there was a comment that I saw where someone was like, "What if Lozon and Cowboy are secretly doing this just to get their show money?" But you know what I mean?
Hold on, they still get paid?
They showed up to fight. Yeah.
They showed up.
What do you mean they showed up to fight?
You get show money, and especially if you make weight, that's you basically showed up to
So they
fight.
both made show. They both made
Make show money, but not win money.
They no, they both made weight, and then they get paid just to do that.
Yeah.
And then
Basically.
the day of the fight, the morning of the fight night day, he said he had an injury in his foot.
No, he weighed in and everything, and when he was getting off of the stage, he felt his knee buckle, and then he couldn't stand up after that. That's what happened to Lozon this time around.
Oh, because I saw
And what happened to Cowboy last time was that he had weighed in and everything, and then
I saw something where he texted him the day of, and like Cowboy explained that he had texted him the day of.
that he was feeling funny. That the knee was feeling funny, but he was still good to go. The knee was
After
good.
it buckled, then right?
No. In the morning, he was like, "I'm feeling this, but I think I'm still gonna go. I'm away and everything good." And then when he got off of the scales, when that shit buckled, and he couldn't stand up anymore. And then even when he was like facing off with him, you could see him like his stance doesn't look as super clean as it is. But Dana White also said he's not gonna book this fight again, and that's where I actually commented the shaking my head, and then someone went back like these guys are old and washed and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, that's exactly why I want to see them, bro. Like, I don't want to see them go fight up against a young up and comer, and then they get like, if this is gonna be their last fight, that was a dope fight to have him kind of do, you know. And at the same time, like I told that guy, it's not like they missed weight and they had a bad weight cut. Like the guys did what they had to do. Shit like this happens sometimes. Like one time, Tony Ferguson, bro, he was gonna fight Khabib, and he trips over a wire while he was doing an interview at UFC at Fox. You know, crazy shit happens. Fucking that one time, Jeremy Stevens was facing off with someone, and then he pushed the other guy, and then like the guy got like a whiplash and shit.
Well, or that one time that Conor McGregor throw a fucking wheeler through the
Was him and
bus.
Nate? Oh, that shit too, yeah.
And he fuck other fighters' careers
Shit and booze.
And like then there was like a girl that got some shit in her eye. She couldn't fight for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Eat.
Yeah, bro. So that shit happened, bro. Then the main event, bro. Main event.
The disappointing main event?
I don't think so. I think Cater and Emmett, they had themselves very calculated. The split decision, that's split decisions are split decisions, you know. And Emmett got it his way. He's talking about he wants to be front row in 2 weeks when Holloway fights Volkanovski. So that I feel like, honestly speaking, both either Holloway or Volkanovski beats both of these guys for the most part.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there. But there's so many things going on right now with fucking in these weight divisions, everything from 155 all the way to heavyweight, basically. It's just kind of in a weird state because lightweight, we don't have a champion technically right now. Welterweight, we did get fights booked as far as Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards, but at the same time, there's so many other factors like what's going to happen with Kamza, with Bilal Muhammad, with Masvidal, with Covington. The list goes on and on with all these other fighters. But now that there's a fight booked for the championship, I feel like we might start to see some clarity in that division. Middleweight, we got a fight booked, but then on that same card when Adesanya fights, he has Pereira fighting, which is the guy that knocked him out twice in kickboxing.
Yeah.
So
that's July 2nd, right?
Yeah, and it's crazy because he's a non-ranked fighter fighting ranked number 4 Sean Strickland.
No, they're basically hyping
They're setting that shit up.
Yeah.
So
if he beats Sean, he gets a title fight.
And
He's next.
Yeah,
basically.
you can make the argument, you know, easily because there's.
And then people are gonna be like, "So easy, might lose."
But you know what what I feel like we might see though too, we can see the evolution of Izzy in that instance, dude. We can see him do what Francis might have
Like
done.
how long it's been, and then
No, not just that, but he might do the Francis move where we see a fucking takedown from Israel Adesanya, bro, and we see a submission, bro.
He secretly has been working on his bitches in jiu-jitsu.
You never know. You know what I mean? Like that was one thing that Anderson Silva did have as a middleweight is that he could submit you as well. You know, if he had his hands on you, he gave up his back or anything like that, he had that arsenal. So, you know, that could be the style that we see from Adesanya in that thing, just because he has been knocked out by this guy. in the style that he likes, in the style that he flourishes in
that
the
he's
UFC.
comfortable in.
You know, and then we have the lightweight heavyweight division that Jerry Proskauer just won, but it's like who's his opponent next? Does he run it back with Glover? Does Jan? Is he
I
the
think
one?
they got to run it back.
Yeah, me too. I agree. After that war, bro, you should.
That was a hell of a war, and he got lucky at the end.
Arguably the best fight in that division.
I was surprised
Glover
didn't retire on that one.
He said it in the fight week. He's like, I'm never gonna retire in the octagon. I'll retire from my house. Like that's how I'll let people know. Because he's like, when people retire in the octagon, they regret it when they get home. He was like, I'd rather get home and get clarity, and if I really feel that way, then I'll do it from home. I'm
Post
not gonna
nut
do
clarity. Yep.
Yeah.
Post share clarity. Yeah. You know. So and then in the heavyweight division, you know, we have Francis. We're just waiting on him to get
He's waiting on his hair to grow back.
His hair to grow back. He's like, I must come back as a predator. Yeah. You know, so but he's supposed to have
still
surgery.
recovering. Yeah,
I don't know if he's even had it yet, bro.
for his 2 knees, they showed that
he's had it already?
Yeah.
He's only actually one knee. I don't know from what I know. The other,
from one.
He put the 2 braces to full Cirugan, but yeah, and I don't even know if we know which knee it is actually. I don't think they ever said it.
I just remember seeing his story where it showed that he was already in the hospital for the surgery.
Okay. So, and then there's so much to happen in that division. We're hearing that John Jones is probably not going to fight this year. Connor's not going to fight this year.
What?
Yeah, that Connor's most likely going to fight until 2023.
Why?
And that's the thing, like, just the fact that, like, we could see it, but with the lightweight division right now, like, it's everything's so up in the air, and I don't see him cutting all that weight to go to fight.
He's not going to fight in lightweight.
If
him and Usman.
If it would, it'd be next year. I feel like just so he can have a proper.
Just put him and Usman, bro.
And then
how big he is right now.
Masvidal was also saying that he's on steroids, and then there's things that people are saying where he's like he might not be on steroids, but he might be on some kind of supplement that's helping him heal his foot, that's making him bulk up a little bit more. So. There's all those factors that go into the fact.
You could have gone to Panama, bro, and got some
that was
stem cells, bro.
That was another thing that I think they asked Dana White. I was like, how does USADA test the
stem cells?
No, how do they test Conor McGregor for any of these things when this guy's on a boat all the time? And then Dana White, I think from what I heard, Dana White is like, you can't. So it's like, I don't know if that came from Dana. I was hearing it on Chael Sonnen's podcast. He was breaking that down. He's like, how does USADA test someone like Conor that's like on the move?
He's like, I'm on the ocean.
Yeah, like you can't catch me, motherfucker. Like, cause all these.
He got the Lamborghini one too.
A lot of things I've been seeing, he's on his Lamborghini boat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
he's like, I'm gone, bitch.
It's like it could very well be that he's like on some shit.
Could be.
But you know who's also on some shit? Steph motherfucking Curry.
Did he finally make it to the GOAT conversation?
He's on the table, you could say. He
got Finals MVP. Of course, he's on the table.
That's what I'm saying. He's like.
He said he barely got to sit down. That's what he's saying.
No, he got his plate and he's like looking. Where can I sit?
Yeah.
Where can I sit?
Well, rest in
He's
peace.
not at the head of the table though.
Rest in peace. You gotta sit there, bro. Bro, how you not gonna say nah, bro? If he was the best shooter ever, bro. Ever.
The silence he's giving you says everything.
I love Kobe too, but like I said, he's not here no more.
In that aspect.
So in that aspect, I would be like, if we're looking for seats and we're at the
75th
anniversary and they're eating at that 75th anniversary stuff, right? And Kobe's not here no more. All right, well,
no,
MJ's gonna be like, hey, young fella,
Kobe
just got Finals
Kobe's
MVP.
there, bro.
Have a seat.
Kobe's a Force ghost, bro.
Sure.
Trust the Force, Luke. Yeah, bro.
So sad.
But
I was happy they beat the Celtics.
They need to change the Finals MVP to Kobe Bryant MVP.
Well, they did it for the All-Star one, right?
Yeah, they need to do that shit for the Finals MVP. Because Bill Russell, I love you, but
he's also
he got 11
near the end as well.
Did they have? I mean, it was just called Finals MVP back then, right?
No, it was with a Bill Russell MVP. Finals MVP.
No, but when Bill Russell was playing, it was just the Finals MVP.
Oh, no, it was just the Finals MVP.
Right? Yeah. He has 11 of those motherfuckers. You know?
But it's kind of crazy to see them take him out in 6.
I wanted to see 7, bro. I really wanted
Honestly,
to see
me too. But at the same time, it's like, then that would have been like a toss-up. What if they would have played and they would, like, I don't know.
Nah, bro. I mean, the Warriors just figured them out, and they did it in their house.
I thought that was gonna be the factor, though. I thought the
The
Boston
home
crowd
court-
was gonna
home
be the
court
factor.
advantage.
Well, they
For
were
them to
rowdy,
bring it
bro,
more back.
but
That didn't
Curry
matter.
is the babyface assassin for a reason.
Yeah, that didn't matter, dude.
Stone cold killer right there, bro.
I mean, hey, I believe him and Wiggins carried that whole team.
Clay had a
Yo,
decent
have y'all
game.
seen that picture of Wiggins lit as fuck?
Nah, you seen the
Nah.
photo?
Bro,
of-
he's
You
toasted,
seen the
bro.
video of fucking of
Clay?
Klay Thompson tripping and then hitting the fan
Fucking decks that
off
nigga.
the Hennessy and shit. That boy off the Hennessy privilege. Hey, shout out to Clay, man. I got the Martell Blue Swift right here, but it's the same cognac. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he over here poured up, like, and he ran through that little trip, bam, and then runs into that fan, and then he's just like, bro.
Pardon.
You know
What
bothers
about
me
that
at a
Clay
Laker fan,
impersonator, though?
What bothers me as a Laker fan is we never got a fucking Laker parade.
Nah, we
bro.
didn't get a turn. We didn't even get a parade for the Dodgers
Nothing, bro.
or the Rams.
That's
The Rams got something.
That's
Yeah, but it wasn't as big, bro. I mean, they could have done one with all three. You know, it's like a big city thing.
The thing is, though, it's impossible to get everybody back together again.
yeah, because all the teams split.
Yeah, nobody's together anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like even the Warriors, bro. After today, everybody's going on vacation. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Well, I heard some of the players didn't show up. Not everybody on the team showed up to
for the parade.
So that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
But well, back to that thing, right? The Clay impersonator. What do you guys think of that? That guy got banned for life.
well, he
'Cause
said
he
it was
end-
worth it. He felt like an NBA player for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whoa, like in the words of
For-
Clay,
for
you
the
do,
Game
you
5.
do stupid things, you get stupid prizes.
Mm.
I mean, that just sucks. It looks like somebody that's famous. I'm glad I don't.
Yep.
I mean, that's
It's like the Drake impersonator too. In
So
Miami.
and they kicked him out of the club. He's like, "It's my homeboy, man. Get the fuck out of the club."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" And he's over here, bro. I played basketball a couple of weeks ago.
But that's crazy though, because
Guy
he was
looked like that
charging.
guy.
He was charging. I think like $30K supposedly to go play at sing at colleges.
That's some wild shit.
But he's not even Drake.
That's some wild shit.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
What do you guys think about this? About Tatum having 100 turnovers in the
Here's what I
postseason,
think, bro.
which is the
If he
most
doesn't,
turnovers.
if they would have won the series, this stat doesn't come up. This stat comes up because he lost.
bro.
Nah.
They
Stephen A.
caught
Smith
Kobe a
would've-
ball hog.
yeah,
They caught
it
Kobe
would've-
all this shit, regardless of him winning. Like, it was still gonna come out.
It was gonna come out eventually. But hey, man.
And it's crazy
He's
too, because
Celtic, fuck it.
I saw something too where it's like, this was honoring Kobe so much and all that stuff, and he's like, and then he only scores like 10 points in his elimination game. He's like, that's disrespectful, bro.
Because he didn't wear the band that day.
I don't know. I feel like he cursed himself with that stuff, bro. You can't be rooting for Kobe because Kobe, like at the end of the day, he didn't like the Celtics, bro.
Nah.
He was a Laker fan himself.
The
Bro. So
Laker.
it's like, play yourself, bro. Come play.
I thought that looked so.
Come to LA, sir.
I felt like that was weird, bro. Him having the purple.
Purple on a green
Yeah,
jersey.
I'm like, whoa, that is
te-
no, doesn't
Te
go,
ves
man.
confundido, güey.
He doesn't look good.
That's very awkward.
Very,
Yeah.
very awkward. You know?
Well, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Hasta luego.
Thank you for listening to our episode. We appreciate your support. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Current Pod, where you can share our episodes, review, interact with us, talk to us about what's going on. We appreciate your feedback and everything that you guys do for us and supporting us. Have a wonderful day.